Rotate your phone. Gurave Gaurachandaya Radhikaya Tadali Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha. Is it working on your phone? Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, O Vishnupad, Tridandi Swami Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj, our Rupanuga Guru Parampara, the Chaitanya Prabhu. What's wrong?
It's slumped.
All devotees, Dandavat pranams. So, where do we come from, Radhapriya? Where do we come from? What? Some people say we come from Vaikuntha. What do you think? How is it possible one can fall from there? I mean, after doing so much Mangalati, Ekadasi, Harinam, Chatumas, and then you go all the way there, then you come back, then better not to do anything in the first place. So 6 times in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, one who goes there never returns. Taddharma paramamama. He enters my supreme abode. Nayati mati Arjuna. He never takes birth again. Purma janmana viditi. Again, he never sees the womb of the mother. 6 places Krishna says, one who comes to me, Taddharma paramamama. He never returns to this world of birth and death. So we cannot believe the jiva fell from Vaikuntha. Sometimes, some high-class sadhu may say something. Maybe it's not 100% true. This is preaching tactic. Like to a small child. What you say? Don't go outside, there's a ghost. The boogeyman will get you. The Baba Yaga. The boogeyman will take you. Is it true? Not true. There is no boogeyman. But this is good for the child, and child understand that. So sometimes acharyas do like that. So Gogmaj said, Prabhupada sometimes was like Buddha. He could say anything just to bring them, for benefit of the souls. He would say anything. Someone asked, one of his godbrothers asked to Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, the jiva not fall from Vaikuntha, why you say like that? It's not true, this is not Siddhanta. Then he said, I know, but the Western countries is so strong Mayavad. In any Christian church, there's no picture of God. They do not accept His form. In Judaism, in Islam. So he said, unless I describe like that, Raghunath,
yeah.
Who is it?
Raj. I'm trying to tell
Don't
you.
waste your fingers' energy.
Anyway.
He said, Mayavad is so strong in these countries, unless I explain that jiva falls from Vaikuntha, they can have no proper conception how we are eternal servants of Krishna. So sometimes very difficult Siddhanta, Vaishnava make very easy for us. Maybe not 100% true, but we cannot say what he said is false. We have never been there, but we belong there. We have never been there, but we belong there. So the jiva, by Sarup, who is he? Makeshwari?
Jiva Atma.
By Sarup, the jiva is an Atma. By Sarup, the jiva is Krishna Das. And that is our home, Golok Vrindavan, but we have never been there.
If I just turn it, they're asking us to turn it
Okay.
upside down.
So you're going to hold it like that for 3 hours. You're going to do that for 3 hours.
Something.
Try something. Oh, that's great. Yes, don't worry. He'll discover something. So, you can put it upside down. Try it like that. Yeah, try it upside down. Just give me 2 minutes. There we go.
Okay.
Is it upside down now? Must be. We can't. That's the sound. That's Makeshwari's great intervention turns into another disaster. That's
Wait, I've got a better idea.
got a better idea. Shoot Makeshwari. That is the best idea.
Yeah, just
Okay, it's like that. It's all right. Don't touch it. This is not the problem. Problem is the phone. So, where were we before Makeshwari disturbed everything? So the jiva not come from Vaikuntha, but we belong there. That is our home. So where we come from? When Sanatana Goswami met Mahaprabhu, then he asked him the same question. Kiyami, who am I? Kenama jadatapatrai anitu na jani kemon hitaha. Who am I? Why am I suffering? If I don't know the answer to these questions, kemon hitahai. How can I get any benefit in my life? So answer to the first question, who am I? Jivera Surupahoy Krishna Nitidas. Krishna Tatasta Shakti Beda Bed Prakash. Mahaprabhu said, you are eternally Krishna's servant. Jivera Surupahoy Krishna Nitidas. Krishna Tatasta Shakti Beda Bed Prakash. You are manifested from Krishna's Tatasta Shakti. Beda Bed Prakash. This manifestation is different and non-different from Krishna. This is Mahaprabhu's philosophy. Achintya Beda Bed. We are, Krishna's energy is same as him. But there is not complete oneness, there is also difference at the same time. So who are we, Radhapriya? Where do we come from? We come from Krishna's Tatasta Shakti. Okay? The spiritual world, there is only the Antaranga Shakti, this Chit Shakti. In spiritual world, there is no Tatasta Shakti. So we do not come from there. Otherwise, Mahaprabhu would have said something else. No, but he said clearly to Krishna Tatasta Shakti. So Krishna have three main energies. Krishnera Ananta Shakti, Tinetu Pradhan, Chit Shakti, Jeev Shakti, Maya Shakti Nam. Krishna has three main Shaktis, energies. The fully spiritual Chit Shakti, it's also called the Antaranga Shakti. The material, Maya Shakti. And existing between the spiritual potency and the material potency is a third potency, Radharani, which is that? I'll give you a hint. It starts with Tatasta Shakti. Tatasta Shakti. Tata means bank. Like where the ocean touches the land. That very point is not land because the ocean is there. But it's not ocean because the land is there. So in that marginal position between the spiritual world and material world, that region is called Tata. Tata, Tatasta. And who lives there? Mahavishnu. That a neutral region. It's a neutral region. Therefore some call it the Varaj. There is no Raj, no Rajagun, no Tamagun, no Sattvagun. So in this neutral zone, who lives there? Mahavishnu. That place is called the Viraj. And from that place, Mahavishnu creates everything. He's the Lord of Maya, he is Lord of the Jiva. So from that neutral place, when Mahavishnu breathes out, that is the creation. From the pores of his skin come unlimited universes when he breathes out. And when he breathes in, that is the pralaya, the destruction of everything. So how Bhagavan creates, how he destroys? By breathing. So one breath, how long? So many thousands of kalpas. One breath of Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu, he's very important. Okay? He's the cause of the creation. Okay? So the universes come from him. Then how the living entities will go towards the material world? How does he do it? By his glance. Mahavishnu looks towards Maya. Mahavishnu never touched Maya because he is Satchidananda. So how does he impregnate? Like in this world, husband and wife. But Bhagavan is not like that. How he does everything? By glance. So Mahavishnu have his own Shakti, Ramadevi. She's always serving him. So the shadow of Ramadevi, that is Maya. Mahavishnu never touched Maya. But how he does everything? By glance. So when he glances, just like in the sun rays, millions of little particles of light are there. In the same way, when Mahavishnu glances towards Maya, then in that glance, so many souls are there. Some souls choose, because they have free will, I will serve Krishna. And some souls think, why should I serve Krishna? I will be the enjoyer. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, like a fish can go this side of the river, or fish can go other side of the river. Why? He have free choice, free will. So Radhapriya, some souls think, because this Viraj is neutral area. There is no Maya there. But there is no influence of the Sarup Shakti, no influence of Krishna, no possibility of realization of Krishna's name, form, qualities and pastimes. I mean, we can give some material examples, like when you go to the donut shop. You can see everything, but you lick the glass because you cannot taste anything before you're thrown out of the shop. So this Viraj, where the jivas come from, they can see Krishna, but no realization, no taste, because that is neutral area. And they can see Maya, but no realization Maya is suffering. So, but we have free will. So some jivas think, I will serve Krishna. So Krishna Sanmukhaya, they become inclined towards Krishna's service. So the spiritual potency takes them, and they get the service of Krishna. But the bad souls who choose not to serve Krishna, Krishna Bahirmukh Hoy Bhogavanchakari, why should I serve him? I should enjoy myself separately. Why should he get the pleasure? What about me? So souls, they turn away from Krishna. And immediately they're captured by Maya, who covers their sarup and gives them gross body and subtle body. So the jivas who go towards Maya, Bhagavan puts them in the womb of Maya by his glance. So where do you come from, Radhapriya?
I can't pronounce, sorry guys.
Just be quiet. Don't make me cry in the class. Bhagavan's glance. Which Bhagavan? Mahavishnu. Because he is the Lord. Bhagavan Vishnu resides between the material and the spiritual worlds. This jiva gets free will, then Mahavishnu puts them there by glance. So, surrounding Mahavishnu, if Mahavishnu is like the sun, because he is Krishna Tattva, then the millions and millions and millions of jivas surrounding him, these are like the particles of sunrise, particles of sunlight. So in simple words, the Brahma Jyoti, right, that is called Krishna's bodily effulgence. The Brahma Jyoti consists of countless souls. Like the sun produces sunlight. So sun. That's why in many places it said the Brahma Jyoti is the source of the jiva. In the sense, just like scorpions, they lay their eggs in rice husks. It said like, because rice husks become warm. So the mother scorpion puts the baby eggs there. And then she goes away, and how many months later, the babies come out of the rice husks. But someone may say, oh, the rice husks are the cause of the scorpions. Is it true? Not really. It appears like they come from there. But actually they come from the mother. So what is the Brahma Jyoti? Huge, all effulgent ball of light. What is that? Countless souls. Like we see in the night sky, so many little particles of light, that is like the stars. But imagine billions and billions and billions of them all together shining, that is the Brahma Jyoti. Okay? So in that case, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, because the jiva is Tatastha Shakti, by his own self, what can he realize? Brahma Gyan. Nothing more. Understand, Radharani? Brahma Gyan. By his own self, he can realize only that, liberation. No, nothing more. Because to realize Krishna's seva, you need mercy from Vaikuntha. So, that's why it's said like that. Not that the soul is impersonal in nature, but there his real nature is sleeping. So Mahavishnu do all this. So Mahavishnu is like father and mother. He's the cause of Maya, also the cause of the jiva. Following everything, Radhapriya? So where do we come from, Vaikuntha? Say no. Where do we come from? We come from Krishna's Tatastha Shakti. Don't worry. Hearing again and again. Many times we have to hear this. Then we can understand. So this Mahavishnu, who is he? Where he came from? He came from Balarama. Right? Krishna's first expansion is Balarama. It said, therefore, Krishna Balaram bin Matrakaya. There is no difference between Krishna and Balaram. They are two bodies, one soul. Krishna's first expansion. Oh my God, a guest. Who is it? It was probably the wind. Also loud. Who is it? Yes, I knew it was too good to be true.
Something closed.
So, Krishna's first expansion is Balaram. Right? So Balaram, in one sense, he is the source of all other Krishna Tattva, Vishnu Tattva. So that Balaram expands into Mathura, then Balaram, the same Balaram goes to Dwarka, then Balaram expands again as the second Chaturvyuha in Vaikuntha. So where is Balaram? Balaram is in Vrindavan, Balaram is in Dwarka, Balaram is in Vaikuntha, but there he's called Sankarshan. And from that Mahasankarshan comes the expansion of Mahavishnu. And from Mahavishnu comes Garbhadaksaya Vishnu, Kirdaksaya Vishnu. So Balaram is the cause of all the expansions of Sri Krishna. So Balaram is also in the spiritual world. Balaram is the source of all the eternally perfected souls, the Nityasiddhas, like Nanda Yasoda. In one sense we may say even the gopis, all the friends, all the millions of servants, the cows, the birds. The eternally perfected souls, Radhapriya, where do they come from? Balaram. Okay. So Balaram expands himself to increase Krishna's pleasure, to increase Krishna's service. So Balaram's energy, all energy comes from Krishna, but Krishna has given Balaram in charge of the Sandhini Shakti. Sandhini Shakti means Makeshri for 10 bonus points.
It's the soul.
The potency of existence. I feel like jumping off the balcony. The potency of existence, Makeshri, after 14 years of hearing. Right? Means all existence come from where? Thank God. But not Baladev personally, Baladev's Shakti, Baladev's energy. But we say Baladev because energy and energetic are the same thing. Okay? So Balaram expands it. Balaram becomes Krishna's bed, Krishna's shoes, Krishna's cloth, Krishna's flute, Krishna's peacock feather, Krishna's body. The bodies of all the gopis, Radharani, Lalita, Vishaka, Nanda Baba, Yasoda, all the cows, all the trees, the rivers, Giriraj. So Baladev's potency expands as all paraphernalia for Krishna's service. And Balaram personally manifests the eternally perfected souls of Braj for Krishna's service. Then in Dwarka, Baladev also expanded himself to become all Dwarka, all the houses, trees, everything, as well as the eternal residents of Dwarka. Then in Vaikuntha, he manifests the millions of Vaikuntha planets, where all the different incarnations live, like the 28 Vilas Murtis, Mahaprabhu told to Sanatana Goswami, the 28 forms of Lord Narayan, as well as the unlimited incarnations. Where do the unlimited incarnations live, Radhapriya? Vaikuntha. And this also manifests all by Baladev Prabhu. And Baladev comes as Mahavishnu to manifest the material creation. So Baladev is a farmer. Therefore we see Baladev always carrying what he carries, Radhapriya? A plough in Braj. Any weapon necessary, Balaram becomes farmer, no? Then he used plough weapon. No?
Well, that's why he's carrying the plough.
Because he's a farmer, coward boy. No? Therefore Baladev's name, Halada. Hal means plough. Halada, one name of Baladev. So Baladev, like a farmer, he cultivates the fields, he plants the seeds. So Baladev, he cultivates many different types of souls for the service of Krishna and all Krishna's incarnations. So Baladev directly is like the original father. And Baladev, who is he? He is Krishna himself. The cause of Baladev is Krishna. So Baladev is the cause of everything, but the cause of Balaram is Krishna. So Krishna is the cause of all causes. So Baladev is the father of all the souls, the perfected souls, and us, the not so perfect. Because Krishna have all type of expansions. Krishna have perfect expansions, the liberated, perfected souls, but Krishna can also have imperfect expansions. Right? Like us. So Baladev is the father. Baladev is the original guru. So therefore the first guru, the original guru, who is he? Radhapriya? Baladev Prabhu. Okay. So Baladev is called Akhanda Guru Tattva. Means my guru, your guru, everyone's guru, but the guru of all of them is Baladev Prabhu. Why? No one except Baladev give the perfect example of how to serve Krishna. He give everything he have, everything he possess for Krishna's pleasure. Therefore, he is the original Guru. So, anyone, what? Doesn't matter. Now he's hungry, he changed his mind, right? Well, it's too late, Damodar Maharaj say it's too late, Damodar Maharaj ate everything. Ask him. Huh? You can send him a message, watch Facebook. So, Baladev, Radhapriya, he is the source of Guru Tattva. So we should pray to him and want proper Guru. Proper Guru who can establish me directly in Radha Krishna's service. If Guru is imperfect or conditioned soul, then what he'll give us? Then he is just deceiving others, cannot give anything properly. So we should pray to Nityananda. Nityananda is like the moon. Balarama is like the moon. And he give Nitai Padakamala Koti Chandra Shushuta. All the souls burning, suffering. Why? Forgot Krishna. Who is the cause of our suffering? Everyone know? Don't think like that. He was tired, then he said first things. We are blaming. We always want to blame Krishna for our suffering.
Thinking about
Yeah, Sham is the cause of all suffering, but not Krishna. So actually all souls, why we are suffering, we're blaming this guy, this person, that person. It's Radharani's fault, it's this person's fault. But actually the real cause of all suffering is not any other one else. It's because we forgot Krishna. That is the cause of all suffering. Because you forget Krishna, Krishna Surja Samahaya Maya Andaka Jaha Krishna Jahi Maya Tahi Maya Nahi Adika. Krishna is like the sun. You see the sun, there is no darkness. But when you turn away from the sun, what do we see? Ignorance. So what is the cause of our fall down? What is the cause of all our suffering? That is forgetting Krishna. So for that reason, all souls in this world burning, suffering, all have millions of desires. When we cannot fulfill desires, then we fight amongst ourselves. Give me what I want. Give me why you're not giving me what I want. So this all desire, unfulfilled desire, this is all like a fire. Like Yudhisthira Maharaj, when he went, remember? Draupadi was thirsty, he sent his brothers to bring water. They came to one Dharmakund, that is in Kamyavan, Vrindavan. Have you been there, Lila? Then one by one the brothers, they went to take water, then voice came, Savadan, answer my question, do not drink without my permission or you will die. Then they didn't listen, one by one, all like dead. Then finally Yudhisthira Maharaj came. And he was more intelligent, more sober. So voice said, don't drink without permission. Answer my question. If I can, I will try. What is the news of, what is this world? Then Yudhisthira answered, this world is like a frying pan. And what is cooking? What is the fire? Karma. And who is cooking everyone? Time. Time is the cook. Time has 6 faces. In India, they have 6 seasons. Here in Gold Coast, only 1 season, spring. India have 6 seasons, winter, summer, autumn, spring, and 2 others, hot and extra hot. Anyway, rainy season, and what's the other season? 1 other season is there. Huh? Cold and free, baking hot and freezing cold, extra freezing cold, that is the 2 extra seasons. So time, he is cooking everyone. And this world is like a fry pan. And what is the fire? Karma. And who is in the fry pan? Us. Being cooked. Huh? Own self you put in the fry pan. No one put you there. So, no one to blame. Everyone have, why? Only one thing to blame, we forgot Krishna. That is the only cause of misery, only cause of suffering. No one else is cause of suffering. Again and again, Bhagavatam gives it. What is the cause of happiness and distress? No one else. Mind. Mind is the cause of happiness and distress. So, everyone is burning in this fire. Why? We forgot who we are, who we belong to. So Baladev, he is like moon, because Baladev white in complexion. Krishna is like sun, Baladev is like moon, very cooling. He gives relief from existence. So Gurudev, Baladev's power is in Gurudev. How we take shelter of Baladev, that is through Gurudev. Therefore, Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Shushita. So Gurudev, the lotus feet of Gurudev, so cooling, so sweet, because there is Krishna's seva. There is connection with Krishna's service. So if we forget those lotus feet of Gurudev, then Maya again cover you. So don't forget. So, that Baladev, original Guru, and when Krishna came in the form of Lord Chaitanya 536 years ago, then before him came Balaram. I think Balaram came, Nityananda came 14 years before Lord Chaitanya, 14 years older. And where was he born? Radhapriya? Who never reads any book. Start reading Radhapriya. Every day 1 hour, make some time and start reading. If you read, then when you chant Harinam, then many things you can remember. Many things will come to us when we read something nicely. If you read something, then mind will always be thinking of something good. What's behind the pillow? I thought he was watching some movie behind the pillow. So, no, so
I could hear the iPad there or something.
Gurudev have power. Why this? Because connection with Baladev. No? Without Baladev, Gurudev is nothing, no power. So Baladev's power, working through him. And Gurudev, through Baladev, through the form of Gurudev, Baladev gives strength to the soul. Now we are weak. So many desires, so much this uncontrolled mind, uncontrolled senses, pulling us every day, this way, that way, up, down. So many emotions, so much disturbance. Because we are weak. But we remember Gurudev, then this strength comes, spiritual strength. Therefore, what would Gurudev always say, Radharani? Don't be weak. Again and again. Don't be weak. Don't be weak. And weakness comes when we forget Gurudev, forget Baladev. Therefore, this Narottam Das Thakur, very beautiful song here. Nitai Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Bando Mui Sabadanamata. So he said, Gurudev, this whole Gogumaj so beautifully describe all these things. The lotus feet of Gurudev like a lotus. Why a lotus, Radhapriya? Many other flowers. Why Narottam Das Thakur said Gurudev's lotus feet is like marigold or I forgot all the flowers. What are they called? A poppy. What is special about lotus? Lotus always in the water, but lotus never become wet. Lotus have its root in the mud, but lotus never become dirty. Lotus have many qualities. But especially this honey from the lotus flower, this honey make very strong Ayurvedic medicine. Actually, if you put that in the eyes, it cure all disease of the eyes. This is true. One year I had some infection in my eye. Red eye, what do you call it? Pink eye. That's probably what they call, there's another word. Gingivitis, is that the name? But red eye. Then someone had, conjunctivitis, thank you. Then in Govardhan, someone had a bottle of this Ayurvedic honey. So I remember Gogumaj said, so I said, okay, we'll do it. So they put on, and it burned, it really burned. But then when you finish, you can see very clearly. Like today is talking about cataracts. But this medicine really, like when you go to Radha Govinda in Jaipur, there are guys there on the side where they have little sticks of wood, and you go there, have you seen?
No.
What? Because glasses were too thick, couldn't see, So these guys, they have little sticks of wood, they put in the medicine and put it in your eye, like eyeliner. And it burns like anything, but when you open your eye, you can see everything very clearly, like wearing new glasses. So this honey, which come from the lotus, have special power to remove all eye diseases. Especially Mahaprabhu said, who is devotee? Who is Vaishnava? So Mahaprabhu gave two definitions. Trisangeka Sadhu Krishna Bhakta. Who is devotee? Who give up improper relations with opposite sex, with ladies. And for women, improper relation with man. So who's devotee who give up this trisanga? It's like bad association with ladies or men, opposite sex. All these days, if don't want to go there, but huh?
It could be the same.
But this last, this like one close, one eye. Who is devotee who give up this? And who give up association of non-devotee? Who give it too much attachment to non-devotee, then lila suffering. Right? That gives suffering. So what to do anyway? Someone very near and dear but not practicing, we should not have affection. That affection will pull us down. Like Gurudev, no? Own family, this and that, not follow, then Gurudev no affection, even own family. Who is family? Who follow Gurudev is father. Mantra is like mother. All who follow everything, this is new family. Therefore they ask, what is your gotra? What do you say? Kimcho? No. We are Achyuta Gotra. The family of Achyuta, the family of Krishna. So who give up these two forms of blindness, too much lust and too much attachment to non-devotee lila, that person can be called Vaishnava. So this Gurudev Sangha, Gurudev's Kripa is what? It removes all this bad association. That is the meaning of satsanga. Satsanga who remove us from asatsanga. Asatsanga tyage vaishnavachas trisangeka sadhu Krishna bhakta. So Gurudev's Kripa, Gurudev's mercy, it's said there in Bhagavatam, Vyasa asanga uktibi. The words of sadhu, asanga uktibi, they free us from asatsanga, bad association, which cover our sarup, cover our knowledge, cover our vision. So Gogamaj would explain, this honey from the lotus, this cure all eye disease. And of course when eye is perfect, then you can see Krishna. Like Hiranyakasipu asked Prahlad, where is your Bhagavan, Smishnu Vishnu? You're always talking about an all-pervading Bhagavan. Where is he? Father, he is everywhere. Is he in this pillar? What did Prahlad say? Yes, he is there. So Hiranyakasipu, very angry with his fist, he struck the pillar. And to prove the words of Prahlad right, where did Bhagavan come from? Same pillar. So ultimately, when all eye vision is perfect, our problem is now we are seeing this world. I will enjoy this. This will be mine. How many parathas left? I will enjoy that. Now our vision like this. No sevan mukh, but bogan mukh. But when we have vision only for seva, sevan mukha hi jivado, then we can have vision of Krishna, darshan of Krishna. The problem is we're forgetting Krishna and looking at everything with another vision. So all this strength, all this mercy, this come from Baladev, because he's the original source of the jiva. And Baladev, like a farmer, waters the seed. If all the jivas are seeds, who is watering? Baladev. So how Baladev give his mercy to the jivas so they get strength? So the original position manifest, that is through kata, through Hari Kata. No. So in the form of Gurudev, Baladev speaking, this like water. Manan kore se bij kore aropan shravan kitana jal kore sechan, like farmer waters the seeds. What happens then, Radhapriya? Seeds sprout. And no water, what happens to the seed?
Yeah.
Shrivels up and dies. So Gurudev would give so much importance to hearing. Therefore, time of Kata, Gurudev never like anyone like making garlands or peeling potatoes or these all other things. No. Time of Kata, hear Kata. This is main limb of devotion. Gurudev, someone may chant 64 rounds. Someone may do so much, but they not like to hear from Gurudev. No taste in hearing Kata from a nice devotee. Then Gurudev said that person has no bhakti at all. So these days, so many people, Vishnu in Houston and all these, I am great. They think we are following Gurudev, we know Gurudev, but they have no taste in hearing from that person who really follow Gurudev, who know Gurudev, who is same level as Gurudev. This means they have no interest in hearing from Gurudev. Because Vaishnava and Guru is same tattva. Shiksha Guru, qualified Vaishnava, is same as Gurudev, same tattva. No difference. But maybe Vaishnava tattva more confidential than even Guru tattva. Because who criticize their own Guru? Very few people. Maybe many people may criticize pure devotee. Oh, not my Guru, no problem. What problem? Therefore the first Namaparad is, Radharani? Vaishnava, not Guru Ninda. Who will Ninda of Gurudev? Oh, that's always find one or two mad persons. But who will do Ninda of Gurudev? There's very few persons. But because of misfortune, lack of vision, no proper mercy of Gurudev, they cannot understand who is Vaishnava. So after Guru disappears, then am I free and independent? No. Then Gaugamach, but when the Guru goes to Golok, he watches the disciples who follow his instructions. Then Gurudev enters the heart of another devotee and speaks through him. In this way, this watering continues through the mouth of Shiksha Guru. How many times Gurudev describe all these things again and again? But we always think, this is for ISKCON guys. And it's not for us. But this katha, really, this is for us. No? So Nityananda is so much important. Therefore, one Heno Nitai Binabai, Radha Krishna Paitana. If one does not get mercy, not accept mercy of Nityananda, Balaram, then cannot get the seva of Radha and Krishna. We see in the life of Raghunath Goswami. Again and again he tried to run away from home, but again and again he was captured. His father was very wealthy, so he had many guards. Every time Raghunath escaped, they would catch him and bring him home. Then mother said, out of frustration, we should bind him with one chain. Go to Bunnings and bring a chain and bind him. Then father said, listen, you have so beautiful wife, like the real Miss Universe, not the wannabes. Gurudev said, his wife, beautiful like Miss Universe, an affection of mother and father, this is more strong than any material iron chain. So if the affection of the living chains, like wife and mother, father and all these things, this cannot bind him, what a lifeless iron chain will do. This is useless. So many times he tried to free himself but was not successful. But nearby Nityananda was moving in that area with his Sankirtan party. Mahaprabhu gave different responsibilities to different devotees. To Haridas Thakur, your responsibility, glorify the holy name. Glorify Harinam, Haridas Thakur. That was his responsibility, his seva. No, Ramananda Roy, this Rasa Tattva, all these high things. Radharani's all different moods. That is your department. Rupa Goswami given the department. You describe all about sadhan bhajan, sadhan bhakti, abhidaya, especially bhakti rasamrita sindhu, full of all these things. What is good for bhajan, what is bad for bhajan, what is different level of sadhu sang, what is raganuga, what is ragatmik, what is vaidhi bhakti, what is difference, what are the ingredients of this bhakti ras. All this Rupa Goswami described. Sanatana Goswami, he was given responsibility for Sambandha Gyan, especially all this Tattva Siddhanta. Everyone was given different areas of responsibility. Nityananda's area was preaching section. Preach in Bengal especially. Because all good things and all bad things come from Bengalis. Fact. All the most rubbish things in India, where they come from? Bengal. Give pranam to all the Bengalis watching, but this Ram Krishna, all this Vivekananda, all this Bengal. So all the best things, Mahaprabhu's old teachings and all the worst things come from there.
Good devotees also from them.
I'm saying that.
Those in Sydney,
Ah,
devotees with good devotees, no?
Okay. Anyway, if they're so good, why they went to Sydney? Don't worry. So, Nityananda was given that section. Preach in that area. So Nityananda was moving with his devotees. Nityananda had 12 cowherd boys always with him, the Dwadas Gopals. Also different devotees, also some in Gopi Bhav, also with Nityananda, like Gadadhar Das, one devotee. So Nityananda's group would move, preaching, village to village. Therefore, Vrindavan Das Thakur, no? Yatastam no Natatam Gayanta, right, that one. Ayabratanunum Kalikalusinam Kim no Vavita Tata Prayaschitam Kochayad Anayastiyame Brajanti Tamitam Sahabhagavata Mantrayati Yo Bhajo Nityananda Bhajo Taruna Kandam Niravadi. Nityananda is the root of the Krishna Bhakti tree. Right? What's the root of Bhakti, Radhapriya? Nityananda. He is the root. No root, no tree. So Nityananda is the root. What Mahaprabhu giving, who is the foundation? Nityananda. So he moved everywhere. Yatastamre brata kuru hari hari dwana manisha. Nityananda moved village to village with his hands in the air. Yatastamre brata. Brata means brother. Yatastamre brata. Kuru hari hari dwanam. Oh brothers, come. And sisters, come. Chant the name of Hari. Tatova samsara nidid tarana doyamai lagat. If you chant Harinam, I promise, I will deliver you from material existence. You chant the name of Krishna. Is there still sound there, Damayanti? Why no sound? Because Makeshwari moved the video again. Okay, maybe sound came back. Is it there, sound?
Yes, no. Oh, yes, no sound now. No sound.
Only the Russians answer. Can't understand Russian.
There's Chinese.
So who knows what they're writing. Damayanti, sound just returned. Thank you, Rangadevi from Ukraine. So, then Raghunath asked permission, I want to visit Nityananda who is nearby. So his father gave permission. Then Nityananda was in Panihati. He would stay at the house of Raghav Pandit. Raghav Pandit had a sister called Damayanti. Every year they would cook hundreds of preparations for Mahaprabhu's. No? And they had so much vatsalya, they would cook like, they would take soil and they would filter it, put it into ladus and put like ginger, don't get any ideas what to mean. They would put like ginger and many different types of medicines and chutneys they would make. And every year they would carry these bags, Raghav Joli, these bags they would carry to Puri, and Mahaprabhu would eat all year like that. So it said Mahaprabhu always manifests in 4 places. What are they, Achyutananda?
House of Raghav Pandit,
House of Raghav Pandit.
House of Srivas Pandit,
If Kirtan is done in the house of Srivas Thakur,
and House of
the courtyard of Mother Sachi,
Satchinanda and Sachimata, and with Nityananda Prabhu.
wherever Nityananda dances, Mahaprabhu always these 4 places. So when Raghunath came to Nityananda, who was sitting under a tree there in Panihati, surrounded by thousands of disciples, they looked like one moon surrounded by many stars. Then someone said, look Prabhu, oh Prabhu Nityananda, Raghunath is giving pranam. And what did Raghunath say? You are a thief. A thief means who steals something which does not belong to him. So Mahaprabhu said, the feet of Gaurahari. Gaurahari means Radha Krishna. They're mine, my property. You are trying to get Radha Krishna without my permission? Then you are a thief. Mahaprabhu means Radha Krishna. You know the story, Radha Priya? Huh?
Nityananda, yes, Nityananda. You said Mahaprabhu said Nityananda.
Nityananda said, you are trying to get Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu means Radha Krishna, but without my permission you are a criminal, a thief. So Nityananda said, what punishment should be there for the thief? Some punishment should be there. Punishment was Vaishnava Seva. We are sometimes we think Vaishnava Seva is punishment. But no. Maybe that's why Bhavana not came tonight. But Vaishnava punishment is always giving good result. So even Vaishnava gives some punishment is also directly related with bhakti, not unrelated with bhakti. Like if devotee do some mistake, what should we do? Some karma? Should I worship Ganesh? No. Should I do some gyan? So this is the definition of one-pointed devotee. If they do some mistake, or even if they don't do any mistake, how they purify themselves? Only by bhakti, only by Harinam. Who believe this? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says he is one-pointed devotee. Apichet saduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhakti. So even sometimes devotee make mistake, then what should he do? Who even in dream never give up Harinam, never give up the association of Guru and Vaishnava. This is called one-pointed devotee, ekantik bhakta. No need to, I did mistake, what should I do? Or worship Ganesh, or Shiva, or go to Sai Baba, or even in dream, never give up Harinam. This is called ekantik bhakta, one-pointed devotee. So Nityananda gives some punishment. What punishment? Vaishnava Seva. And Mahaprabhu said, who gets Krishna quickly? Who does always Vaishnava Seva. Vaishnava Seva Aranam Sankirtan. Duisikara Pabe Si Krishna Rachara. Who always serve Vaishnavas and with Vaishnava Seva chant Harinam. That person quickly gets Krishna. So if we think I will just Hare Krishna and alone get, that will give everything. Not possible. But Vaishnava Seva, no. So always we should try to make our life in such a way we can do some Vaishnava Seva. No? Vaishnava Seva Charya Kevo Nishta. Who achieved liberation? Who achieved perfection? Who gave up Vaishnava Seva? No one. But these days no one knows what is Vaishnava. What is Vaishnava? No one knows. So who is not Vaishnava, they're serving that person. And they wonder, why I'm not making advancement? Why my heart not become purified. So first we should find Vaishnava. And Vaishnava is very rare. So then try to do some seva, even little seva. Without cheating, this heart become purified. So what seva? Feed all the devotees. Then Raghunath fed everyone. Hundreds and hundreds came. And everyone was given 2 pots. One pot with like yogurt and what's it called? Condensed milk, koa, right? Koa, condensed milk, mango, banana, and another one was given pot with flat rice. What you call it in Gujarati?
Chira.
Power.
Poa. Tasteless.
Tasteless.
Yeah, just have poa. I don't eat poa just like that, no taste. But you mix it with other things, like yogurt, and then it have some value. So, Raghunath fed all Vaishnavas. So many devotees, no place to sit. So they were standing in the Ganga with their pots. Then after doing all seva, then no one would eat because Nityananda had not eaten. So Nityananda said, how I can eat without Gauranga Mahaprabhu? So in mind he called Lord Chaitanya, who came. No one could see, only one or some devotee could see, but Raghunath could see. Nityananda was taking this food and putting it in the mouth of Gaurahari. Most people could not see Gauranga, they could just see Nityananda doing this in the air. And Gaurahari would take also some and put in the mouth of Nityananda. So in this way he did all seva. Afterwards he gave some special seva to the higher devotees. Like he gave everyone some cloth, like some 8 gold coins, like this everyone he gave. He gave some special amount to Nityananda. To Raghav Pandit, you keep this for Nityananda, but don't tell him till after I'm gone. Maybe he not accept. So in this way he did all seva. So next time when he escaped, what happened? No problem. He ran all the way to Jagannath Puri and took shelter of Lord Chaitanya. So Nityananda's mercy very powerful. By Nityananda's mercy we'll get proper Guru. If Guru is not here, then proper Shiksha Guru. And if Nityananda give mercy, then we can not go crazy, not make offense, stay in Sangha, stay in line. Like many people come to Vaishnava but cannot behave properly or something, then they go away again. So we have no power to behave and stay properly, so mercy of Vaishnava, mercy of Nityananda, then we can somehow stay. So Nityananda's mercy very powerful. So Radhapriya, in conclusion, who are you? Krishna's servant. Where you come from? Tatastha Shakti. Or you can say Jiva Shakti is more easy. Jiva Shakti. We don't come from Krishna directly. We come from Krishna's energy. The Jiva Shakti, where he come from? That Jiva Shakti, presiding deity of that is Mahavishnu. How he put the jivas, some jivas go here towards Krishna, some jivas go there towards Maya. Did he say Yoga Maya transfer the jiva from here, or Mahamaya transfer there? So some jiva, they want to go to Krishna's seva, they cannot go directly because they have no feelings, because they come from a neutral place. Therefore Yogamaya transfer them to Vrindavan, direct. Maybe where Krishna doing his pastimes in that universe. They go direct there. Yogamaya put them directly there. And they touch the dust of Vrindavan, they associate with the eternal associates, then they get all these feelings. But no one can go direct Goloka Vrindavan. So Yogamaya transfer. So even you want to go to Goloka Vrindavan, you have to come to this earthly Vrindavan. Earthly Vrindavan. So much power. Otherwise these feelings for Krishna come from what? This land of Brajabhumi. This land of Vrindavan. So don't think, oh, Gold Coast is very nice. Here is everything. Thinking sometimes, Achyutananda, why should I go back to Vrindavan? Vrindavan, there is no parathas for breakfast. There is no chance of swimming in the ocean at midday.
No.
He's a
Here is freedom. There is no punishment day and night from. So don't become bewildered. Anyway. Again, what's wrong with the sound? Oh my God, no sound. I don't know why not. Must be Makeshwari did something again. Hare Krishna. In doubt, blame Makeshwari. That's always the best. Hare Krishna. So pray. Pray to Radharani. Pray to Baladev especially. Okay. So pray. We get some chance. So all devotee, you see, they have some success in bhajan. The root of that is always Baladev. Always Baladev. No? And Radharani accept that person only who get the stamp, the visa from Baladev. Like Guru, sometimes said we should see Gurudev as manifestation of Baladev, but other time we hear manifestation of Radharani. So Srila Sridhar Maharaj explained, in the beginning we should see Guru like manifestation of Krishna or Baladev. So if we get the pass from that sadhu, then Radharani accept that person who have the visa stamp of Baladev. But who have no visa stamp of Baladev, no mercy of Baladev, then Radharani never accept that devotee. So very intimate relation between Baladev and Radhika. Baladev, but too much respect Radharani, therefore not going so much close because Guru Tattva. But from some distance he always respects. So everyone respect Radharani. How many qualities of Radharani, Makeshwari? Main qualities, how many?
50, 60.
Just made that up. 16. Right? How many?
Actually, unlimited.
But I think 25 is main.
There are 60.
Have a look quickly on
64,
Google.
no? 64.
Krishna have 64 qualities, but Radharani I think 25 main qualities. Just press Google, main qualities of Radharani. So one of the main qualities, whoever see her feel happiness of prema. That is one of Radharani. Whoever see her feel prema. It's like even Mother Yasoda, how many?
Edges.
25. Like even Mother Yasoda, Krishna's mother, so senior. But when Mother Yasoda look at Radharani, then Radharani has so good qualities, her cooking, her all abilities. So even when Radharani cooking, even Mother Yasoda looking, how she do everything so wonderful. So she has so much feelings of affection for Radhika. Sometimes even more than Krishna. So Radhapriya, when we get the mercy of Baladev, mercy of Nityananda, then Radharani accept that person. Like when Raghunath Das got the mercy of Nitai, then when he went to Vrindavan, then Mahaprabhu accepted him. And Mahaprabhu gave him to Surup Damodar. But the root cause of all good fortune is always the mercy of Baladev. So those persons who criticize Baladev, then Vrindavan Das Thakur said, I kick them in the face with my shoes. I never see their face of that person who speak against Nitai. That person who say, I accept Balaram. I accept Mahaprabhu, but I not accept Nitai. This is quite impossible. Like there was one devotee, his name was Meena Nikatan Ram, great devotee of Nityananda Prabhu. Oh my God. Great devotee of Nityananda. So, he had a flute. He would play the flute. Sometimes he would jump on someone's shoulders. Jai Nitai, Jai Nitai. He would chant like that. So much chanting, Jai Nitai, Jai Nitai. Then one devotee, he was the brother of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So his brother had faith in Mahaprabhu, but not so much faith in Nityananda. So when Mininikatan Ram was chanting Jai Nitai like that, then his brother said, why are you chanting the name Jai Nitai, Jai Nitai? Why you not chant Jai Gaura Hari, Jai Gaura Hari? Because Gaura Hari has perfect behavior, but Nityananda, his character is not good. He said like that. Because Nityananda was sannyas, but afterwards he married like that. Of course. Why he did that? Because Mahaprabhu ordered him to do. Because sannyasi cannot talk with everyone. But a married person can talk with all type of person. So Mahaprabhu sannyasi could not preach to all type of persons. Because sannyasi, Brahman, and cannot mix with low class persons. But a grihastha person can go anywhere, no one will say anything. So in order that Mahaprabhu could give his mercy to the lowest sections of society, Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda to marry. But this was only for seva, no other excuse. If some sannyasi says, oh, Nityananda married, then I can also do. Not possible. So this man said like that, Krishnadas Kaviraj's brother. Why? You're chanting Nitai, Nitai. Nitai's character is not good. You should chant Gaura Hari, because Gaura Hari's example is perfect. When Mininikatan Ram heard this criticism of Baladev, of Nityananda, what did he do? He broke his flute, his dearmost possession. He broke, threw and left. Then Kaviraj Goswami chastised his brother. Better you would be an atheist who would not accept both brothers. That is okay. But how can you be a hypocrite and accept one and reject the other? This is the philosophy of Adamurga Nyaya, half a chicken logic. Okay? The stupid farmer think the back half of the chicken give egg, 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 money, money, money. But the head of the chicken eating all my food, loss, loss, loss. So he cut the chicken in half. So no loss, he thought, only gain. Is it possible, Radhapriya? Foolish. You cannot have half a chicken. So better reject both brothers, no problem. But don't accept one and reject the other. Then Kaviraj Goswami reject his brother. I not see you. I not see your face. No. Family member who go against bhajan, don't see their face. Example like Param Gurudev, own brother. Afterwards, he's like little support to Babaji's side and like this. So Param Gurudev whole life never speak with him again because he went against Guru. So this, Okay, Lila, otherwise you keep attachment to a person who is not doing bhajan, then your bhajan go down. So be careful. Of course, mercy is there, but mercy and attachment is not the same thing. Otherwise, that attachment drag you down. Of course, mercy is always there. We always feel affection, compassion, but no attachment, Gurudev would say. So, then Kaviraj Goswami gave up his own brother, own house. Where he go? Nowhere to go, no food, nothing, no bed. So nighttime, he had a dream. Nityananda came in his dream. His complexion was dark because always thinking of Krishna. And like intoxicated, he was going side to side, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Nityananda had some like turban on his head and many devotees surrounding him. Then Nityananda said, "Oh, Krishnadas Kaviraj, get up. You rejected your own brother because you have so much affection for me. So I bless you." And that blessing very powerful. Kaviraj Goswami, right? Jaya Jaya Nityananda Nityananda Ram Ta Kripa Pabeshi Brindavanadam. All glories to Nityananda, all glories to Nityananda Ram. His mercy I got, Brindavanadam. Ta Kripa Pabeshi Rupa Sanatana Shai. By the mercy of Nityananda I got the shelter of Rupa and Sanatan. From Sanatan I learned Si Sanatan and Ashray Tabeshi Sabhaktira Siddhanta. By the mercy of Sanatan Goswami I learned all Bhakti Siddhanta. And by the mercy of Rupa Goswami I got Bhakti Rasa Pranta. I got like full of Bhakti Ras. By the mercy of Nityananda I achieved ultimately the feet of Radha Govinda. So what he not got? So what do you want? Radha Priya? We all want high class association. We all want residence in the Dham. And who give all these things? Nityananda himself. I'll just tell one last story Guru would say. Krishnadas Kaviraj just did a little bit of seva at that time. What seva he did? Gave up his brother who was criticizing Nityananda. But Baladev so grateful. In this world, right? Especially Lilamrita understand. How much we do for someone, but in 1 second they kick us, right? Everyone in this world so ungrateful. Experiencing now how much we do for husband, how much we do for children. You guys know how much we do. But little mistake or something, in 1 second they throw us. But Nityananda is not like this. Little seva of